It was muted. It was muted in Discord. Awesome. So here's the deal, guys. First of all, I was saying welcome everybody into the stream. Welcome one, welcome all. I appreciate you guys being here. It's a short stream today, right? It's short because I am currently focused on making the devlog. I'm trying to make this one a slapper. I'm trying to make it longer, write a preconceived script, work out the transitions, yada yada. On top of that, I was asking if do you guys think it's a bad idea if I work on a game like once or twice a week? Once or twice a week. What do you think? What do you guys think? It'd be an infinite runner. And it'd be interesting to see how like my methods have changed. How I move around, right? So last time I worked on this, it's been like a couple days actually. I was hanging out with Chase over at the Discord streaming. By the way, guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, link is in the description of this video. Twitter, it is the top pinned tweet. Go there, click the link. How long those 2 days? How long? I don't know, to be quite frank. I wouldn't be able to tell you. We're playing it ear by ear, man. If I could stream all day, I would. Trust me. That's more exposure. That's more hanging out. If I could stream all day, I'd be doing it. But with, being a family man myself, it's a little difficult. So it's not that bad. So last we worked on this guys, 26 hours stream maybe. Dude, if I could, I would. But I got so many obligations. I got to make sure people get to their places, right? I had to pick up my brother today from school because he's sick. So it's hard. So last I worked on this, it was on Discord. What, Saturday, Sunday? My amazing idea of a very thin nav mesh. Yeah, it was a very amazing idea. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This nav mesh, guys. Chase Lee conceived this, okay? I want y'all to give him the utmost respect for what he did for me. They kept running everywhere, man, and I was like, I can't constrain their planes. And then Chase is like, why don't you just narrow the nav mesh? And I was like, dude, this guy's 14 years old and he's already thinking of this stuff, guys. Workarounds. That's all this is, man. It's all a bunch of freaking magic tricks, yo. It's all a bunch of magic tricks, chat. So, some couple of issues. You're 15. And now I get 10% cut. Shoot, dude, you'll get 10% cut when you finish your game because I'm taking 90%, man. Remember that one time, the Chase Lee? The whole idea, it's here on the stream, man. I came up with it. But no, last time we worked on this, guys, we had to do some reworks, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, not in this devlog, but the next one. Actually, I might talk about it in this devlog. But a lot of it is... So, when I made the design originally, there's a couple of things that I didn't take into consideration. One being the targeting system and how iffy it would actually be. I had it working really well. I mean, we were getting the closest distance from the character, but I wasn't thinking about player intention, right? I was not thinking about player intention. And why that matters so much is because originally in the last design, let's say this guy was the closest, right? Let's see if I can pause this. Shoot. It's a little hard. So let's say, let's open this up. So let's say this guy is the closest, right? So we got the target on him. You better shout me out in the devlog. I will, dude. I'll shout you. I'll be like, shout out to Chase Lee. Make sure to go check his channel out. He doesn't have any devlog videos, so he's just got meme videos. But no, so here's the deal, chat. The targeting system that I originally came up with would get the closest enemy, right? And that's like, oh, that's cool. Right? The idea is that is cool. Sorry, it wasn't working and it was confusing me. Soon. But the issue here is, like, let's say I'm the player and I'm running away. And I release this button or the hold, like, on the screen. Instead of, like, intuitively, like, leaping away or, you know, you keep running, etc., it would throw you back into the fight. So I wasn't taking into consideration what the player might want to be doing when I conceived this targeting system. Granted, that's just how it rolls sometimes. But now we're coming up with a new targeting system. It's based on the player's direction. So essentially, whenever, right, one of these bad guys is not only in my vicinity, but in Judah's line of sight, it'll place a target on it, and it'll place a target on the closest enemy. So the issue right now is, as you can obviously tell, when we're playing, right, we get these initial ones because they immediately get placed in. And as you can see, now that's just not even working, right? Let's get rid of backwards Chase Lee. Right, doesn't work. Oh, works. Doesn't work. Works. But it stops working after so long. It has to do with how we're adding these into the mix. How we're adding them into the mix. Dude, what's wrong with Chase Lee? He can't move anymore. He's stuck. But yeah, you can jump away now, which is nice. It's intuitive. And if you're looking at the enemy, you can jump on them. Obviously, we got to change some variables to close in the distance on this. But the primary issue at the moment is this lock-on system. Remember when Chase Lee disappeared, but we still heard him running? Dude, you know what it is? Is like it... I think it has to do with my script. It doesn't take into consideration, like, how close the player is to the enemy. So we're going to have to be like, if the enemy is close or something, I don't know, maybe there's some type of, like, there's something in there in the mix that I can toggle on and off that'll make it so that plays. But essentially, he was all the way down here, right? He was all the way down here, so you could still hear him running. It was actually kind of annoying. Not N47. Hey, I have a random funny question. What's your random funny question? And we got Buenos in the chat. What's up, Buenos? It's silly, but you might find it entertaining. I mean, I find a lot of things entertaining, so you'd be surprised. I'm kind of a simple guy like that. I'm a simple guy. Future Chase Lee has started a devlog. Good. That is great to hear. When is it finished? In the future Lee's timeline. If you could choose anyone to see get tickled as a prank, who would it be? Like, can it be someone I know? Someone in chat, a famous? Could it be anyone? Literally anyone? Literally anyone? Because I already know who right now. I already know. It's paused, so can't hear if you replied. Let me know when you're back, and I'll reply. It will be Buenos. It will be Buenos for you. I'm waiting for NA to come back. I already know who I I think it'd be funny, man, because it's just somebody you wouldn't, I don't think a lot of people have imagined them being tickled, right? So I think, honestly, it'd be kind of humorous. Yo, NA, are you back from the ads yet, man? I'm ready to give my answer. I've been good. No, dude, it ain't you, Chase. Chase always thinks everything's revolved around him, man. If Safe was here, he'd pick you, bro. He would 100% pick you. On Twitch, you get like 100 ads. I know, that's why I'm not a big fan of Twitch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we gotta get more followers on Twitch, so you can unlock the Prime Sub functionality and you won't have to deal with those anymore on the channel. Make sure to click the follow button, guys. If you're on YouTube, the like and subscribe button. If you're over on Twitter, you know, come on. You should already be following by now. I'm safe, or should I say safe? You could say either or. Now we'll never feel the same after saying that word. All right, NA, I'm ready to give my answer, man. I'm ready to give my answer. It's between two people, man. Because like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, he'd be pretty funny to see get tickled too. Either one of the presidents, the last two presidents, either Trump or Joe, man. I'm thinking, hey, yo, NA, I'm thinking like either Joe or Trump, dude. But I was leaning more towards Trump because no one's ever seen Trump laugh, man. I don't think I've ever seen him laugh in any video. So I think it's just some fat president getting tickled. Okay, funny choices. And then Joe Biden, we don't know how he would act, right? Poor old man. He's got a sweet heart, man, but he's got, you know, dementia, it feels like. So I don't know. It might be funny for that. Which kind of sounds messed up. So I'm extremely sorry for my insensitivity, but come on, dude. Trump getting tickled, bro? I've never seen that. Nobody's ever seen that. That's like catching a video of the Sasquatch. NA says, I have a funny choice. I say Justin Bieber, as he's quite arrogant and he try to act tough. Bro. I wonder how he would. I don't think. I mean, I've seen him laugh before. But you're right. He would act tough, wouldn't he? He's like, come on. It's like, bro, you can't have a voice like that and act tough. Come on, man. Come on, fool. Oh wait, who have you heard laugh? Joe Biden or Trump? Trump dumb. Trump dumb. I've seen him laugh, but he'd hate something like that, dude. That's true. But I don't know, because I'm like, I've just seen him laugh so many times before. For me, it would have to be someone who I've never seen laugh and who I wouldn't expect to laugh. Yeah. You've seen the Orange Man laugh? You've seen the Orange Man laugh. And I think Justin would be really ticklish too. It's typically the really skinny people that are ticklish. Like my kid tries to tickle me for days, nothing. The Orange Man. He is kind of orange, isn't he? But yeah, we need to figure out how we're gonna get the things to work, how we want them to work. I'm gonna have to figure out once again where I'm actually doing all this, because it's been a couple of days. You get why I'd say Justin, though. Yeah, I get why you say it, but it's just like, I feel like I've seen him laugh so many times. I've never seen the Orange Man laugh. You know where my tickle spot... No, dude, nobody knows where my tickle spot is, okay? I get what you mean. It's funny if it's someone who's more serious. 100%, man. 100%. Like, and if you're the president, you don't want people seeing you laughing, getting tickled. It's embarrassing. Under my hat? Yeah, it's because it never gets touched. The only thing that touches the top of my head is my hat and my hair. Yeah. I don't know why you guys hang out with me. I'm sorry. There's just some things I say sometimes. I'm like, dude, there's no way people want to watch me. But yeah, NA, thank you for the question. But also, what would be funny is if it was someone you knew was badly ticklish, and they can't. Dude, there was this guy that was like that in our school, and everyone would tickle him. He started fighting people over it. He was a sweet guy too, very nice person. But yeah, he would start fighting people. He got to a point where he's like, I'm tired of this shit. You know, he's got that like soft, nice gentleman voice. That's okay. You have a great sense of humor. Thank you. Thank you. It's hard for me to believe sometimes. It's hard for me to believe sometimes. Honestly, I think the one who's got a good sense of humor in here is Chase. That dude's always making me laugh. The Orange Men. Gosh, I'm like, why didn't I think of that? He is an orange man. It's a way of acknowledging his existence. I wonder how he would take that. Would you call him an orange man, Chase, in real life? Would you be like, hello, orange man? Orange man. So what are you up to, NA? Do you like game developing, bro? Are you a game developer? You working on a project, though? So, NA says, but you get what I mean. It's got to be either way. Either they are so weak and so ticklish, and that's entertaining them, just crying, laughing, or they have to be serious, kind of grumpy, tough guy, and they hate it and try not to laugh, but can't help it anyways. That is true. So I guess, I mean, I made a right pick then. Trump is the one. Hey, and thank you for the follow, NA. I wish my alerts work, but they never do. I guess this is OBS's way of trying to keep me on my toes. They're like, hey, we know you're already animating, programming, 3D modeling, but let's also make it so your alerts don't work all the time, so you have to constantly fix it. And since they never work, you never know if they'll work again after you fix them. What was another choice you had? Dude, Andrew Tate. I feel like that dude would punch you. Like, if you went to tickle him, he'd be like, get off me, mate. I'm top G. No one touches the top G like that. Jake Paul, I think Jake Paul would be a little bit more lenient. He'd be like, what the heck? What are you doing? Get off me, bro. But it wouldn't be like an immediately like, ba, ba, ba. Tate, I think, would be like, you'd go in and that fool would start going off on you. Andrew Tate, you'd have to find a way to secretly get him, you know? Have to wait till he's sleeping with a feather. Because you know that dude's always walking around without his shirt off, bro. You go up there at night, you're like, come on, buddy. Yeah, but I'm making it mean, and they get tickled for 1 minute and can't get away or punch. Okay. I don't know. I don't think any of... Andrew Tate would be the more funnier one, but I don't think it'd be that funny because Andrew Tate, you know... Andrew Tate, he's a cool guy, but we've seen him laugh so many times. That's a hard one. Seeing the top G get tickled, that would be pretty funny, actually. But then he wouldn't be able to call himself the top G anymore. He'd have to settle for mid G or bottom G. I don't know. So I'm thinking of it in a more unrealistic way. Like, who you choose is kind of trapped and just has to take it. What, you put them in a room and you're like, all right, buddy, it's time to pay your dues. You go in there, you start tickling them. So what are they like? Are they just stand there? They can't do nothing? Or they like got their arms up so that, you know, they're ticklish, their spots are like exposed. So he can't be as overconfident? Man. Honestly, like I said, Andrew Tate would be the pick in that one. But he wouldn't be able to call himself top G anymore. It's like, bro, we've seen you get tickled, dog. You're mid G now. Who's the other option? Jake Paul is the other option. Jake Paul is the other option. But, you know, I think everybody would agree Andrew Tate would be the funnier one to see. I would, if I saw that as a YouTube thumbnail, I'd click it. I'm just being real with you guys. I click it really quick. Let's see the top G get tickled. But that'd be kind of weird, though. Out of all the videos you could click. By the way, what's up, Kotagi? Welcome to the stream, my man. Maybe if it was Logan Paul, yeah. Logan Paul would definitely, that I feel like that's better choices. Yeah, that's true. Andrew Tate would be like, I'm not ticklish. I have full control over my emotions. I'm the top G. With his glasses on. Tickling? Maybe for you could, well, true, dude. No one's ever really wanted to tickle me. It's like one of those things. Once you know someone's ticklish, there's no escaping that. There's no escaping for them. They're just always gonna get tickled. You know what I'm saying? It's they can't do anything about it, man. Yo, I'm going to figure out why in here this doesn't work as intended. And on top of that, it's not even letting me click the things. I can't even click the things, guys. Let's throw this back in. Yeah, why is the bottom black? You know what it is? It must be due to like directional lighting, maybe? Oh yeah, that is what it is. That's one thing. Directional lighting looks like Garbito with that. Whoopa! You know, Buenos would be the one I'd tickle, dude. That guy deserves it. Look at him. Look at that guy, dude. Thinks he's so cool, bro. Just come in like a monster. Tickle wickle. Alright, guys. Let's, now that we've fixed those, it looks like this looks a lot better without, you know, all the sunlight introduced into it. Right? I mean, look at this. Looks 10 times better. 10 times better. What are you guys thinking? Noon? You thinking noon? Morning? UE4 default? No way, dude. That looks gross. I think UDK is for the phone, so we're going to have to go with this. Something like this, even though it doesn't look too pleasant. Don't you dare touch my armpits. No, you know, now that you mention it, you are not wrong. Man, you're really thinking about this, aren't you? You got the whole layout already set and foundations. Why is this not working? I mean, it works well here, right, chat? I mean, like, you see the sunlight and everything. It looks clean. Then you click in here, and it's like we lose all of that. We lose all of that. All that sunlight. I wonder what that is. Maybe would he? Do you think he'd fight you like afterwards? Well, if this is just a testing area, you could just pick whatever you want. Make your eyes sore, dude. You don't want to see me with bloodshot eyes. I look like a madman, mate. I look like a bloody madman. Skylight. I mean, the skylight works. The rect light. I don't even... What is that, dude? But his arms are stuck and you can't stop them. He'd be swearing. He's kind of funny. True. So what brought you about this idea of just tickling celebrities? And they can't do anything. Would you just pay these guys? All right, I'm going to pay you a certain amount of money, man. You can't fight me. You can't beat me up. And we're going to tie your hands up. You're going to get tickled for like 3 minutes straight. All right? 50 G's. If you were famous, would you do it for 50 G's? 1 minute straight. 3 minutes straight even. Just getting tickled. Non-stop. I mean, you'd have to have the hands tied down because people, like, if you have the choice of being tickled or not to be tickled, you're gonna fight back, bro. When you're getting tickled, you're gonna fight back. Well, we don't need these. We don't need these things. Yeah, just thinking of a funny and best scenario. True, as I'm silly, just my sense of humor. No, I like your sense of humor. It's nice and light. My sense of humor is kind of like, I guess it depends on the day. Kotagi says a multi-minute tickling session is a good chance to prove yourself to the public. I mean, I'd assume so. What? Prove what? That you're not ticklish? If you get tickled, you're like, everyone's going to try to tickle you out of nowhere. Because that's a real issue, right? Like if people, I already discussed this. Once people find out you're ticklish, you can never escape that. People are always going to try to tickle you. So it's like one of those things like, yo, if I come out here, I just can't laugh for 3 minutes straight. Because if I do, this will extend beyond this challenge. I'll be walking out in the streets and random people just coming up trying to tickle you. Like you're the Buddha or something. Rub your tummy or something. True. And then you can, like, if he says no, you could just go online and be like, dude, this guy's weak. He's too afraid to get tickled. He's too afraid to get tickled. You can't lie or deceive anybody when being tickled, bro. Bro. You know how many times someone has sat there and tickled me for 5 years straight and I didn't say nothing? It's truly the ultimate test of somebody's character. All right, Kotagi, you first then, dude. We need to see a video. Hours straight being tickled. That's the caption. I was tickled for an hour straight. You don't think he would be very ticklish, unfortunately? Yeah, he'd be too serious, or he'd probably be too upset to even laugh. Nah, I'm ticklish. That's why. See, it's always the people that are like, it's the worst punishment on the planet. We get the feather out, start sweating. Oh man, that sucks. How do you deal with that, dude? That's something you have to hide, isn't it? Because once people find it out, it doesn't stop. I bet you get tickled randomly, or got tickled randomly at school. You'd be walking and someone run up and tickle you. Stop it, please. Can't do this to the top G. Yeah, it'd be all right. You know? I don't know. It'd be all right. No, actually, it would be funny. I'm trying to think of another situation that would be funny, but I'm so focused on the game. Like anytime I'm working on this, like all my attention. Everybody ticklish, bro. Have you ever tried to tickle a polar bear? Not ticklish. I couldn't do the challenge, I admit it. All right, man. Well, that's what you have to do. You have to do the challenge, and then you challenge other people. That's how you start your YouTube career. Call yourself Tickle Tots. Well, that don't. Polar bear isn't a everybody. Yeah, it is, dude. You don't hang out with polar bears all the time, bro. You're missing out. Those dudes are actually chill. You'd be hanging out with them, and they pass you the Coca-Cola like in the commercials. They're like, "Thank you, Tony," and he was like, "Brr, brr." Back in the day, I wanted to do a rap video where I was like sitting with a bunch of like animals, and I'd be spitting bars, and then like you know, like when you're freestyling to a beat and the friend comes in, I wanted to like superimpose like the frogs or like the animals rapping. They're like, "Rah, rah, rah." Haha, I can't. I'm so ticklish, dude. I just don't get it. The ticklish? How? There's a guy that. So that's why you're thinking about this. That's why you're thinking about this, because you're like, I'm ticklish, so this would be a hard challenge. And now you're probably thinking, yeah, this guy, he deserves to go into the challenge. You're thinking about me. He thinks he's so tough. Let's see how he's tough with a feather. How he deals with it. I still avoid them. Even though they're one of the most beautiful animals you can find in Texas, I know polar bears are everywhere in Texas, right? I still avoid them. Shane Mendez. I don't even know who is Shane Mendez. Shawn Mendes. Who's Shawn Mendes? Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes. Where's this guy from? Yeah, see, you're in it for the funny haha memes, and I'm in it because I want to make people look not as cool. I feel like if this guy tickled, it would just go with his brand. He'd be like, haha, stop guys, that's funny. And everyone would be like, oh, Shawn Mendes, you're so cool. Like Tatum. Andrew Tatum, dude. That would ruin his career. People who say they aren't ticklish are lying or have yet to be tickled by a tickle smith. Is that what you call them? You have a word for this? You have a word for this person who's good at tickling? What is that? What you tell people after they tickle you? Bro, you're a tickle smith. I'd call him a ticklemeister, man. Oh, you choose me? Bro. You don't want to see me laugh, man. It'll send shivers down your spine. It would be more of a punishment for you. You'd be like, "Oh my God, stop it, please." And then I'd look at you the whole time and be like, "You have to finish the challenge. You have to finish. You can't stop now. You wanted this." Are you a human like me? Only on Tuesdays. Any other time, I'm like your ordinary, average old dude just sitting in the chair. I'm in a chair so much that's basically what I identify as now. I am a chair. I've become one with this chair, or I could say this PC. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the tougher ones are a little bit embarrassing. Who knows? It might be actually good for their brand too, because then, like, you know, then you start seeing them as a real person. It takes a lot of practice. What would you call? Would you say you're a ticklesmith, Kotagi? Any humans here? I'm from Texas, but I can't speak for anyone or for anybody else. So no humans? Raleigh, I sent you a video now on Discord. Let's check out his game, guys. With the ads. Looking pretty good so far. I like the film grain. Definitely adds like I could see what you're going for though. Dude, you just walk up to zombies casually crawling and shoot them in the back of the dome? This is a zombie bullying game, man. Zombies have feelings too, chat. They got feelings too, guys. You have a cursory knowledge of tickology. Well, I send you my deepest apology. I would consider myself a ticklesmith. I call it the tickle wickle, because when I tickle, boy, do they wiggle. You gotta like get in there though. Like it's like this, dude. You gotta grab the sides and you go like this, right? And then you come in like this. The best editing. It looked good to me, bro. Yeah, they're the mean ones. They eat my family. Zombies are real and they eat your family? Imagine zombies have been real this whole time, but the U.S. government's just kept it a secret from us. And that's why everyone's mad at Americans. They're like, the zombies are real, but you guys don't deal with them. It could be expensive just because of all the equipment they expect you to buy. Well, dude, the thing about being a ticklesmith, as you would call them, is you got to have good finger muscles. If you don't got good finger muscles, you ain't got much to work with, bro. Because the thing is that you have to, like, you know, you see that? See that? See how I do that right there? See that? You got to be able to do that with all of them, you know? Right? So it takes a lot of hand strength, believe it or not. A lot of dexterity and precision. You got to be precise, right? Because once you hit the spot, bro, boom, done. Comically large, perfectly white bird feathers are in short supply these days. Yeah, they ran out. They ran out of those back in the 70s. Back when white people are going, yeah. Okay, after showing that technique, you are hired as the tickler for Andrew Tate. I don't know if I'd want to touch his muscles, man. I'd be kind of scared. Not scared like, dude, but I'd be like, bro, it's kind of weird. Maybe it would be my reluctancy that would add more of like a ticklish, that would make it more ticklish for him though, you know? Imagine you're recording this. Put it on YouTube. This guy says he's tickle challenge. Next thing you know, I'm in a boxing ring with Andrew Tate getting kicked. And the old style way of hand tickling, while cheap, is taxing on the joints over time. But that's the thing, dude, is that it actually exercises those joints. So, in reality, it's good for your hands. As a profession, it really is no joke. Yeah, you know. I wonder if that was do you think that was ever a profession? Comically large bird feathers. You gotta get like, see the wave? You gotta get the wave, dude. It's the motion of the ocean. It's not the size of the feather. Right, guys? Right. No, what you really need, dude, is just some buff guy to do it. Like, he walks up all buff, and the dude's like, who the hell is this? And then he puts on gloves, all intimidating. And then he pulls out the feather. It's gotta be a big buff bald guy. That's who you need to hire for the tickle challenges. Maybe you tickle people while you ask them questions. If they laugh, then they gotta answer a question. I'm 99% sure tickling was or is a profession in the torture industry. Maybe, dude. I just feel bad for the guys who had to listen. They like played music to these guys, they would play music to these guys over and over and over again for hours. They'd have to listen to the same song. Imagine being the dude who had to listen to the Meow Mix commercial song. Meow, 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 meow. You just start going insane, bro. After the third time, I'd lose my mind. Get me out of this jail! Help me! I'd be grabbing everything. Hey, it's Rhea. Everyone say hi to Rhea. This is an interesting conversation. Yes, it is. And it's no thanks to none other than NA over at Twitch. Thank you for the conversation, NA. Haha, that would shock him more. That's actually the gloves. Yeah, dude, he puts on the gloves. He's like all serious. Like you think like this guy's about to like torture him, but it's really not. I don't know, man. I've never been tickled. Well, I've been tickled by a feather. Have you ever been tickled by a hair? You know, like in your nose, when you get like a nose hair and it like tickles your nostrils and you're like, laugh. It's like ticklish. So you're like sneezing. You're like, damn it, what's in my nose? So you got to go in there and you gotta. By the way, I haven't seen anyone say hi to Rhea. I'm going to say hi for everyone here, Rhea. Hi. We got hi. No, I'm joking. It's a little annoying. It's like when you're throwing a party and you're welcoming everyone in. Hey, welcome in. Hey, welcome in. Kind of a little too much. Yeah, we just need to find a way. So I think the best way to do this is to add them to the list. That way, when we actually look at them, we can check. And then we won't have an issue. But the primary reason here is that I'm calculating the distance for each of these bad boys. What would tickle most? What about an electrical toothbrush? I don't know. Maybe like an electrical toothbrush that has like one little tiny feather at the top. So it like spins and you just like kind of glaze it on people. I feel like this person here is going to tickle me in real life, and he's just trying to get inside information. He's like, let's figure out what's going to tickle him most. When we take him, we got him. Hello, thanks for the house. Yeah, Rhea made a great house, by the way. Also, guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, please make sure to join the Discord. Click the link in the description. Twitch, I'm sorry, guys. You got to walk all the way over to my YouTube and click the link in the description of the stream. And subscribe to, right? People on Twitter, it's the top pinned tweet. All right, the link's in there. Looking smooth. Bump. Yeah, man, you got to add a jacuzzi to his house. That and a toilet. And he laughs. He's like, it's true. No, I'm joking. Anyway, fun chatting. Chat again. I have to go. All right, NA. You have an excellent night, man. God bless. Or day. I don't know where you live. But it's day somewhere, right? Or it's night somewhere. I don't know. Peace out, man. Thanks for joining, following, and giving us an interesting conversation to talk about. Yeah, he got a house. Rhea hooked him up with the house, right? Over here. Let's check it out. We got Chase Lee's house. Boom. Check it out, chat. Look at this house, bro. It's got the freaking. I really like the roofing in this thing. It's really well put together. Seamless, even. Just so you guys know, I'm only streaming for a little bit today. I got to work on the video, so I'm merely coming in, saying hi to everyone. We should be up and running again on Friday. We've been having someone here working to add AC to the house. It's been hot. Apparently our last system wasn't good enough. And now we're getting the real air blown around here. All right, so we need to see, because I think the reason why I had that occur is because the issue with doing this is that it checks the distance for each person. So in line of sight, I could make a thing. I could be like, yo, in the line of sight of Judah, then we check. Because I feel like I might be, yeah, where is it at? If enemy reference, where is it? I know my base character CPP is character looking at another. We have two. We have a override function here that we are currently using. So let's go ahead and copy that. Take it away, hey. Meow. Meow, meow. Ah, you know what it is? I probably don't even add this. Yeah. I probably don't add this unless... Right, on montage N is attacking player. Set player, set collision. Where am I adding them? I have remove here. Right, we remove them. Okay. This is where we're adding them to the list. Right. This is where we're adding them to the list. And I believe the list is in our base platform game mode. This is the thing that's holding the list. What? Buenos. You can't just say what without anything involved in that, man. Oh, yeah, the short stream. Yeah, I apologize, but I'm really trying to make the next devlog a great one, and I feel like I don't put enough time to them. Most of the time, I'll put maybe a day, but I'm trying to put like a couple of days and see how that turns out, and if it doesn't turn out well, then I'm going to put in probably a week or two into them. But, you know, devlogs are a thing, guys. They take a lot of time to create and to cultivate and narrate. Right? Right. And by the way, we are finally over on Twitch, guys. So if you like Twitch, you can go ahead and, you know, come follow over here. We're trying to get 50 subs. 3 concurrent. And I hate that soundtrack because it has so many